I thought the governor did a good job of reminding us we have some tough medicine to take this session. His rendezvous with reality message is one I think the General Assembly needed to hear, and I'm glad that he was direct and forceful in communicating that to the state. I was very pleased that the governor called for steady funding for education and for increases actually in funding for early childhood education and for the MAP program. I've long been a proponent of early childhood education. We have to make that investment. It's going to save us tons of money in the long run. With the MAP grant, we have a lot of students who would never make it to college if they weren't afforded that opportunity. So again, even in these financially difficult times, I appreciate the governor calling for sensible expansions where we get the most bang for the buck. Well, certainly we have to look at the discretionary budget, which is relatively small in the grand scheme of things. But the governor's call to consider facility closures and look at programs that may have outlived their usefulness makes sense to me. It's going to be difficult. I'm certainly wrestling with the potential for closing facilities that benefit my constituents, as I'm sure members from all across the state are doing today. But we have to have that conversation. We have to figure out where our priorities are and what we're willing to spend. The fact that the governor called for significant cuts to the Medicaid budget and for significant pension reform is laudable, but he left much of the work to the General Assembly this spring and was pretty clear in his message that he's looking to us to provide leadership. I trust that he will step in and provide leadership as well, and I look forward to hearing from him what he has to say on those issues. It's time to put partisanship to the side. We're going to have to engage with colleagues from all over the state, Democrats and Republicans alike. We've got a lot of tough decisions to make, and we're only going to be able to do that if we put some of our petty differences to the side and focus on what's best for the state.